everybody. I hope that my mic is working because I can't see if it's working. For some reason, my Streamlabs is just not showing my mic, and it's really irritating me. So we're gonna hope that it's working. If not, well, I have to assume it's working because my captions are picking up. But if it sucks, we'll see. I'm gonna do my little quick fix. Okay, so it is. I'm seeing some new sound now. Okay, we got it. Yeah. Hopefully, Streamlabs still won't show, but that doesn't really matter. Hello, it's Monday. I'm here. I didn't have time to test my mic before my stream. I was making dinner. I'm hungry, or I was hungry, and I ate some good bim bam bop from HelloFresh that we made. I am playing Ace Attorney again today because I felt like it. Wanted to play some more Ace Attorney Investigations. Shit's my jam. And I just feel like it was a good thing to start the week off with. I know I didn't post my little schedule pictures like I have been trying to do. I wasn't sure if it was anybody really liked them or if I was just throwing these random graphics out, but I did do a poll on my Twitter. I guess it's still up, but so far it's been overwhelmingly yes. So I'll get back to doing the little pictures and nice graphic schedule for everybody, so y'all can have a better idea of what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm streaming some Ace Attorney today. My plan is to work on a commission on Wednesday, and then Friday I was gonna play some more Steins Gate. Maybe I might play some Dishonored. I don't know. Twitch freaked me out the other day because they sent an email about the DMCA stuff and how they're trying to figure it out because the DMCA they're being a little too heavy-handed and it's messing. And I just know that whenever I upload my VODs to YouTube of my Steins Gate playthrough, it almost always gets demonetized. Not that I'm monetizing it there, but it's you can't monetize this because it has copyright material and it's the soundtrack from Steins Gate. And I'm I stream games, so I don't know what y'all want me to do. And then the suggestion in the Twitch email was just would you just stream non-copyrighted material? And I'm so not games or anything? I don't know. They were extremely vague in a lot of ways, and so we'll see how I feel. If I don't feel like playing Steins Gate, I'll probably just do my Dishonored achievement hunt. But enough of that. Let's get on to the Ace Attorneys. Last time we saw Edgeworth and the gang. Hopefully that's not too loud for y'all. Last time we saw them, we were using Little Thief to recreate the stage show. And we were investigating for more clues to try to figure out how Knightley's body ended up in prison as opposed to the detention center. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up my control panel again because I'm a mess. I just have to do this microphone mix because I'm just so, or fix because I'm so scared. Okay, I'll try to do the voices as well. I know people tend to like my. I said I was gonna practice. I said I was gonna practice a Cajun accent for Shields, but I haven't really gotten the chance to practice. So forgive me on that one. I've been busy packing my apartment and trying to chill a little bit as I can. Oh, sorry, Kay. I'm just pushing you all over the place. Wait, hold on. Can I push? I can't push. Mr. Edgeworth! You got that look on your face! Like you want to use my secret weapons! Yeah, I want to use the dog. I like the dog. Oh, the fishing rod. He's not gonna let me use. Missile isn't in the mood, but I've got my fishing rod ready to go. Or would you prefer the metal detector? If need be, I'll let you know. For now, just stand by. This pond is where Warden Roland keeps her pet alligator. I guess those fish bones are the... I think I already did this. I don't think an alligator would leave such clean bones. But she had a very refined looking face. I couldn't tell at all. That's because I'm a girl who's good with faces. Why don't I feel the least bit jealous? Maybe I should connect some ideas. No, that's probably... This crate. No, there are tires attached to it, so I guess it's a cart. Just once, I'd like to ride one of these bad boys down a hill. Ah, or maybe one of those office chairs with wheels. Doesn't that sound like fun? See, Kay and I like understand each other. I think Kay and I are kindred spirits. Where does this door go to? The door is locked. Want me to pick the lock? Success is not guaranteed, though. No, if need be, I'll just borrow the key. Sheesh, I thought it was finally a chance for me to steal the spotlight. Don't even think about stealing anything in my presence. Not even the spotlight. Yeah, Kay, your name's not on the game. Although it would be really cool if there was a Kay Faraday game. I guess I'll talk to Regina. Ooh, do you come here often, Regina?
Yes, I have many friends here. I love this place. New friends, old friends, everyone's a friend here. Yesterday, Miss Wharton introduced me to a new friend, Little Ally.
Or Allie, I guess. Allie the alligator. I don't know why. When I see it spelled like that, I say ally. The alligator who lurks in the pond in the courtyard. That pond, if you get too close, it feels like you'll get gulped.
I don't think little Ally would do such a thing. Her stomach wasn't feeling very well yesterday.
Oh, I feel like we got a clue.
I'm worried. Aren't you all worried too?
I feel like she needs to have some sort of like Snow White kind of voice where she's like a princess. Yes, of course. We're all worried, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't drag me into this. I thought that was a clue, but I guess not. Change it, I guess? Yeah, recreate during the show. During the show scene. Cool. Look at it just pushing her along. Alright, I gotta, wait. This is further back. Oh? This crate was empty in the recreation earlier. That's right! It was also empty in the picture I took.
I'm sorry. That information is wrong.
What do you mean?
This crate contained Axtique's food. In the morning on the day of the show, all the apples were gone. I totally forgot about that. I'm sorry.
Missing apples, huh? I should make a note. Wait, I think I already did that. Okay, so I'm missing something else. Okay, yeah, I did have this conversation last time. Ugh, this is complicated. Do I have to... Nope, that's... Alright, so a little stuck, but it's fine. We'll figure it out. How about now? Missile isn't in the mood. The metal detector and the missing apples? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm gonna totally get penalized for that. Okay, so maybe not heavy enough and missing apples. No. Okay, the missing apples and a steak? She ate them, I guess? Maybe? There we go! Yes, the elephant ate the apples. The apples in the crate were probably eaten by a steak.
But it's strange. I remember leaving the crate out of reach from Mystique's nose.
Are you certain? Look at her just fucking sparkling. All she does is stand there and she sparkles.
Yes, the crate was still full of apples on the night before the show.
Then the cart was moved to where her nose could reach it. I'm sorry, I'm putting my compression glove on. I've been clicking a mouse all day at work, and now I'm clicking it. And now I'm basically 25 going on 55 because my hands are like, you need to stop clicking. But I'm not gonna stop clicking. I have the power glove. With that many apples. Excuse me, sorry. With that many apples, it could not have been moved by the wind. Most likely, the crate was moved by a person. Aha! A new clue has emerged. Prior to the show, the cart's position was already changed and the apples were all eaten. This appears to be the correct information. Please update the simulation parameters, Kay.
All right, I'll use the new info to recreate the scene. Using the info we got from Regina, I'll recreate the scene with the cart in its actual place.
Kay is basically a super spy. It's fine.
Recreation complete.
Okay, now what? No wonder I thought it smelled like animals. It contained the elephant's food.
So this was filled with Astique's apples. That's right. On the day before the show, it was full of apples.
And in the morning, they were all gone. Oh, did you think of something? You could say that. A crate of apples. What? Are you for real? Oh, come on. He used the apples somehow. So, this is the pulley system. A rope and a pulley. That's how it should be. A rope and pulley. A thief and treasure. It's a perfect match. Objection. A thief and handcuffs are a perfect match. Oh. Okay, well, maybe... I should talk to Kay.
Yeah, what's up?
No, I don't need to. Oh, shit. Okay, fine. I'll talk to Mr. Shields over here. Forgive my, Oh, no. I don't know how to do a Cajun accent! Shit. A great... This is so embarrassing. Okay. I'm trying to like think of like the little firefly from Princess and the Frog, because that he has like a very heavy Cajun accent, and I want to like to do that with like a little bit toned down, but I like cannot remember how he sounds. Oh God, it's gonna be like, hey, Mr. Hedger the Mutual. The DNA. No, but Oh, what's the other one? God, now my brain is like not. It's not firing on all cylinders, but good one, Professor Peacock. These nuts. Oh, it was Ligma. Ligma, right, the Ligma meal. Ligma balls. Okay. A great thief's secret weapon. I see. That's like Old South. That's not Cajun. But isn't this bad? Using a thief's tool to aid in the investigation. Yeah, I just don't think he sounds like that. Maybe it's because I just haven't nailed it yet. Don't make such a scary face. It's all right. Uncle Ray's lips are sealed. It's for the truth, right? The evidence may very well already have been destroyed. In order to recreate the crime scene, we need her help. Why so serious? At times like this, a simple smile will suffice. Oh, geez. Yes, thank you very much. Okay, let's... No, I didn't mean it. I meant to press the little thief. Wait, can I look at these boxes? No, that's the cage. I wanted to look at the like, equipment. Okay, how about we change it to the present? It's like after the show. Not really present, I guess. So Steak was there. Yes, we've already done the apples. So I feel like if there's no more evidence for me to find. Maybe the metal detector on the crate of apples? Like, no, I didn't think so. I'm missing something. I already checked this area earlier. Okay, so now that usually means that I found all the clues there. Nope, I've already done that too. Okay, Regina, help me out! Nope, nope. How do I change to the... Gummy, give me the fishing rod. Aww. I wanted him to track a scent, but it looks like that won't be possible. Oh, poor Mizzle. Alright. There's really not much to investigate now, right? I'll look at the fence, I guess. What an impressive barbed wire fence! It really gets a thief's blood boiling. I wouldn't touch it, though. You'll be in for quite a shock. I wonder what's on the other side of the fence. Looks like the warden's office. I heard she keeps even more animals over there. Why don't they just turn this place into a zoo already? Okay, so we know the alligator's in there. What am I missing? Astique, help me out. Astique the Asian elephant. Something about the metal chairs too. There's nothing I can go over to the backstage. Can I go up on stage? No, I can't go up on stage either. I am... Nope, that doesn't help me either. Is this unlocked now? Nope. I missing? I'm actually like... Wait, did... Yes, I remember the karaoke tournament thing. Did the alligator end up having... eating... Did the alligator eat the apples? Is that where they're trying to get me to go here? I don't understand. Nope, it's still... I feel like I have to... I would... Usually at a time like this would be like the presenting the evidence, but I can't talk to anybody to present any evidence except for Kay, I guess? But I don't know how much that's gonna help. Alright, using Little Thief, I guess. Do you still remember how Little Thief... Oh, it's just gonna tell me how to use it, right? Please present some evidence. Oh, okay, so I would have to probably present... Whatever, I'll try it. Yeah, I know how to... That was just the tutorial. Seeing a well gets me excited for some reason. There could be a secret trapdoor or ghost down there. You watch too much TV. More importantly, what do you think about the device on the well? A well with a secret device. I'm getting even more excited. Good for you. That did not help me. Okay, I guess that's not... No? Nope, that's not it. Maybe the rope? So you want to see my amazing rope escape after all? Isn't there anything else you can do with a rope besides rope escapes? I can also make rope ladders and tie up bad guys. There are many things you can do with just a piece of rope. All of those things are only useful to a great thief. That didn't help me either. Okay, so I can't really... I've got to logic something, right? Like that's... did that though. I feel like I had tried that before, but whatever. Anyway, Detective Gumshoe, it's time for your secret weapon. Yes, sir. I was hoping for the metal detector. I don't get many chances to use this one. Before we begin the search, let me go over how to use the metal detector, sir. This metal detector uses sound. It sure does. And this meter, to let you know how close you are to a metal object. When you get closer to a metal object, the metal detector will have a bigger reaction like this. When you get to the biggest reaction, give me the order to examine that spot, sir. And now let's see what we've got. It's just the metal fence. And that's basically how you search for metal objects. Just give me the instructions on where you want to search, sir. I get to play gumshoe, sort of. Yeah, I want to know what's going on here. Yeah, there's a reaction here too, sir. Let's check it out. Huh? Uh-oh, what'd I get? Oh, I found these in the clumps of grass here, sir. The weights, the other counterweights. These are the weights used for that hoisting device. Okay, I don't think this music was necessarily... I don't think it needed to be that intense, but okay. Were these intentionally hidden? There's 4 of them in all, sir. That many weights would be enough to lift Simon. So the other weights that were used in the device were hidden. Why were they hidden over here, though? See, I'm really earning my keep today, aren't I, sir? Ah! The alligator! That scared me, pal. Huh? What's the matter, detective? It looks like the metal detector is reacting to this alligator. Really? Why? Are you sure it isn't still just reacting to the weights? It's a different reaction, sir, and it's definitely coming from the alligator. Oh, bye. It's gone. Looks like it's scared of us.
I don't think so, Kay.
Huh?
If anything, I think Allie looks a little under the weather.
Allie, I suppose that was what Warden called it.
She didn't eat any of the food that the warden gave her yesterday. I think she might have eaten something bad.
So I guess the metal detector could be reacting to whatever the alligator ate. Oh, maybe she ate one of the weights? I doubt that even an alligator can ingest a 33-pound weight. But what could the metal detector be reacting to? And regardless, why were these weights hidden? Maybe we should take another look at the device on the well. Kay, I'd like you to recreate the after the show scene again. Oh, right! Leave it to me! Okay. Let's look at the well again. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I guess the device is what we're looking at. This rope was part of the device used during the show. To be able to create a device with just one piece of rope, Simon is surprisingly handy. One piece of rope? It seems that there is a contradiction with the device. Aha! It is! It's the piece of rope that's here. Eureka! This piece of evidence shows the contradiction with the crime scene, and apparently it doesn't, and it's because the music didn't stop, and I'm about to be penalized. Damn it! Around here somewhere. Gestures vaguely. Feels like something is missing. Am I crazy? This pulley was used to lift the bucket from the well. The bucket can't be found. Do I have the bucket? Uses 3 pulleys, 2 ropes. Yeah, that's okay, so that's the evidence. So I'm deducing that it needs... I need... There it is. I was like a step ahead. I was a step ahead. This recreation and the device that we saw earlier, there is a major discrepancy. One of the ropes is missing. You're right. Without it, the device won't work. I wonder what happened to it. Where did the missing rope disappear to? It's possible that we hold the piece of evidence that shows where the rope went. Huh? Which piece of evidence shows where the missing rope went? It was found with the body. The rope we found with the dead body. Ah! Could it be? Yes, it could be the other piece of rope that was used here. Then, does that mean this rope was attached to the weight? However, the weight was not one of these metal weights. Oh my god, they used the dead body as a counterweight? That's kind of dark, man. What? These weights were hidden in the grass and replaced with something else. That's where we're going with this, right? That's where we're going with this, right? If they were sorry, this is Kay. It's gotta be cheerful. I'm gonna hydrate a little bit because my throat's already starting to get a... I'm sorry, I just like... I mean, that's... Okay. If they were replaced, then what was used as the weight? What was tied to the rope we found in the workroom? If we can recall that, then the answer should be clear. The weight that was dropped in place of the weights that Mr. Keys had prepared was... I'm just gonna look through the evidence to make sure I'm not crazy. Not that, not that. Not that. Not that. Nope. 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 Oh my god.
Take that.
What dropped down the well? It was none other than Knightley's dead body. Oh my god. I'm terrible! Okay, because Simon and Knightley are friends. And like friends always, you know, are there to lift you up when you need to be lifted up, and you raise me up so I'm terrible. This is so bad. Oh god. His dead body was dropped down the well in order to launch his friend in the... I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. Ah! Mr. Knightley's body was used as the weight? Yes, the weights were replaced with Knightley's body. Mr. Keys used the device to launch himself off the stage. When the rope that was tied to him was undone and let go, both the body and the rope dropped down the well. This man was murdered in prison, and his body was dropped down a prison well. Like, this is pretty dark, considering that this is like a colorful little attorney game. Anyway, the rope wasn't used to tie up Knightley, it was used to suspend him inside the well. That also explains why the other weights were hidden. So no one would find out that the weights were replaced with the body. Yes, the killer was the one who hid those weights. But Miles, wasn't Knightley boy stabbed in the neck with the murder weapon? If he was suspended in the well, Wouldn't there be blood at the bottom of the well? Okay, see, now I'm going a little southern with him. We'll just make it work. His voice is just gonna evolve. It's fine. The killer was also aware of that. That's why they used this item. Which item did the killer use in order to leave no traces of the blood behind? The bloodstained sheet.
Take that!
The sheet we found near the body. It was used to wrap up the body. I see. It looks like all the pieces are starting to come together, eh? But this means that the body definitely came from the well. If that's the case, wouldn't that mean Simon is the killer? No, that's not necessarily the case. But yesterday Judge Courtney said, if Mr. Keyes was the killer, if Mr. Keyes was the killer, would he have needed to set up, oh my god, I can't speak today. Would he have needed to set up such an elaborate device? I guess you have a point. Mr. Keyes was only responsible for dropping the body during the show. In other words, it doesn't matter where the real killer was or what they were doing during the show. Until now, this placed the doubt on the people who did not watch the animal show. It's true, we also suspected Mr. Dogan. The killer's true intent was to make us think that the murder occurred during the show. In other words, they used the device on the well to create a fake alibi. Miss Berry, do you know when this device on the well was set up?
Let me think. The day before the show. I think it was at night. We all started preparing at 9 p.m. We finished around midnight.
The killer replaced the weights with the dead body afterwards. Jesus Christ, and it was just like hanging there. Ugh, it's kind of chilling. Did Dogan know about the device? No. Even if he knew about the device, it wouldn't be possible for him to use it. You can't teach a dog to suspend a body in a well. In other words, Dogan is not the killer. Well, damn. Now what? So the weights were switched with the body. Maybe? I mean, these are the last two thoughts I have. I might as well connect them. If there's a fruit fly on my... Don't tell me the fruit flies are coming back. They better not. This cart was moved the night before the show. The body was also switched the night before the show. I don't think it was just a coincidence. Keeping that in mind, the question now becomes, why was the cart moved? The cart used to be in front of that door. I can think of one reason why. Somebody open that door! Alright, let's hurry up and... The door's locked. Let's ask a guard! Hey, Mr. Guard! I like doing the guard voices. I'm just gonna do like a lot of NPC voices that are this, because it's one of my favorite voices to do.
Yes, what is it?
That was fast! You there, where's the key to this door?
The warden's in charge of it. I'll get it from her right away.
The warden is in charge of the keys here. As they usually are. This is a prison. Who else would have the keys? Without the warden's permission, this door can't be opened. Thank you very much. Oh. It's a circuit breaker panel. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When that image popped up with the circuit breakers, my brain was just like, oh god, it's gonna be a fucking puzzle, because I'm just like so used to, I'm so used to Zero Escape puzzles, and I'm just like, oh god, I'm gonna have to fucking switch the right things, and it's gonna be a whole ordeal. But this is Ace Attorney, so that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit yawn. Out of breath. Doing all the voices. It's a circuit breaker panel. This must be the breaker room. Breaker. On the night before the show, somebody came into this room. I wonder why they would come here. I don't think anyone would confuse the breaker room with the break room. was definitely to operate the circuit breakers. So someone came here to shut off the power to something? Was there anything that had its power shut off? What could have had its power shut off by the breaker? The door sensor? It had to be the door sensor, right? I'm gonna say the door sensor. I mean, it could have been the security gates, but I'm gonna say door sensor. If this had been powered off, it would have caused a huge problem. A huge problem? I don't see any problems. Cast aside your preconceptions. Try thinking with an open mind. And I guess I'm trying to bullshit her. Not seeing anything at all. Uh-oh. I'm gonna just, real quick, make a save state so I don't get, When the breaker tripped, the electrical equipment would have lost power. Is there any evidence that can prove this? Ah, shit, dude. Oh, right! The camera! It's missing like 3 hours of footage, right? Yes, there it is. It's the camera. Right, because the timestamps. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's been a couple days. Give me a little bit of a break. The security camera footage had a 3-hour gap. Ah, I see! The circuit breaker for the security camera was tripped. It's highly possible. Was this the killer's handiwork? With the camera down, it'd be easier to move about. The killer would have a major advantage. I knew it! If that's the case, the killer was the person who tripped the breaker. The person in charge of the key to the breaker room is... It couldn't be. I knew I didn't trust that bitch! I didn't trust her. I didn't trust her one bit. She was Cruella de Villain all over the fucking place. Deactivating the recreation. I swear, I knew it was her. Can I have my health back? Okay, I got most of it back. That's cool. That's cool. That's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Oh shit. Yes! I do like doing their voices a lot. I'm the first to the scene, as always. Good morning, Mr. DeBest. What? How'd you get here before me? Greetings, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I see you've arrived early. Or maybe it is you who are late, Judge Courtney.
A queen is never late. Everyone else is simply early.
Haha. I have many matters which require my attention. I have no time to waste. Unlike a certain prosecutor who was taken off of the case. Ooh, savage. Oh, my apologies. I'd forgotten that you were assisting the defense attorney. An assistant can never be the best. You've fallen like the rest. You just say whatever you like, don't you? Let us begin our examination of the courtyard, Sebastian. All right, I'll call the men over.
Hold it!
Hold it indeed. That will be unnecessary. What? We've already finished the investigation of the courtyard. You've been bested. Busted? Me? Judge Cordy. Your reasoning from yesterday. Watch me shatter it to pieces. I would advise you to choose your words more carefully. Have you forgotten the fate of your bed rests in my hands? I have had enough of such coercion. Can't you think of some other way to threaten me that does not involve my badge? Overruled! Despite my repeated warnings, you show no signs of reflection. It seems I must remind you once more. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee can't leave someone such as yourself unchecked.
Objection!
Neither the fate of my badge nor the actions of the committee will impede my progress. Proving Mr. Key's innocence, that is all that concerns me. Your words are like those of a defense attorney. If you're willing to go that far, then I will show you no leniency. In the name of the goddess of law, I shall turn your words against you. And at that moment, you will forfeit the title of prosecutor. You shall regret this. I want to see AU, Judge Courtney versus Lady Dimitrescu. Let's fucking go! I shared my reasoning with you the day before. Since Mr. Oh, Midna, you're finally making your appearance. You're a little late, little girl. Here she is, everyone. My little baby. Who's a brat. A total brat. A spoiled little princess who loves attention. Look at her. You wanna come to hang out with mommy? Say hi. Say hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, Twitch. Aw, so sleepy. Your fur's kind of cold. All right, sit down. Sit right there. It's okay. Sit right there. oh, God, you're knocking stuff on my desk. Okay, top down. Silly girl. Anyway, back to it. She's got hair on my camera. Since Mr. Elbow did not see the body when he passed through the tunnel, it could only have been dropped down the well during the show. The only one who could have performed such an act is the suspect. Naturally, you have evidence to support your reasoning. Of course she does! Who do you think she is? Earlier, I received the official autopsy report. Babysitting that kid must be difficult. Parenting's hard. The time of death was the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the day before the show. The cause of death remains unchanged, a stab wound 4 inches deep. Damn. Died instantly from a stab to the neck. At least it was instant, I mean. Simon Keyes was not present on the stage for a period of 15 minutes. There was sufficient time for him to drop the body down the well. She has not investigated the courtyard yet, that means... It seems there's a hole in your argument. You seem quite confident. Can you present evidence to support your claim? Of course I can, and I will. Here we go. Hold it! So, you continue to believe Mr. Keyes is the murderer. Just as you continue to speak as if he's not. Do you have any decisive evidence? Do you know the identity of the true criminal? You do realize you need proper evidence, too. I am a representative of the goddess of law. My words are her holy orders. Indeed, if I state something is black, it is black. If I state something is white, it is white. So what would you call gray? If you wish to disprove my words, then present your evidence at once. Couldn't it be possible that Elbert just failed to notice the body? Miss Assistant's assistant, did you also enter the hole? Huh? How'd you know? I noticed that there was some mud stuck on your lovely hair ornament yesterday. That's amazing! Your powers of observation would even put a great thief to shame. In the name of the goddess of law, answer me truthfully. If there were a dead body in that tunnel, could it have escaped your notice? Well, the thing is, yeah, I think I would have noticed something like that. Do you understand now? Mr. Elbert did not see the body. It could only have been dropped down the well during the show. Hold it. The body was dropped down the well during the show? I'd like to hear your reasoning for this. The day before the show, Mr. Elwood lent the key to Mr. Knightley. The key to Knightley's cell, huh? Mr. Knightley escaped from his cell with the key and entered the cage Mr. Keyes had prepared. Mr. Keyes then moved the cage to the courtyard and proceeded to murder Mr. Knightley. The next day, when Mr. Elwood passed through the tunnel, he did not come across the body. Please, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right at all. Wasn't there a sweet smell in the tunnel? Mr. Knightley must have passed through it. Mr. Knightley passed through the tunnel after Mr. Elwood did. Mr. Elwood passed through the tunnel at the start of the show. However, the body wasn't found until the end of the show. Which is why you believe the body was dropped during the show. Yes, and there's only one person who could have carried out this act. The only one who could have performed such an act is the suspect. Okay, so I think it's this one, and I think... Oop, I clicked off of it. Go back! I think... It died at 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. But there's the security camera footage. I think the breaker room is the clue that I need to present here.
Objection!
Damn it! I'm on the right track. It's just like you gotta pick the right... I cannot authorize this statement. And why not? Because it's obvious you're bluffing. Yikes. Next time for sure I'll present the evidence that will silence him for good. Fuck. Hold on. I'll just press the last statement just because. There's no one else who could have committed the murder. I heard that Miss Barry was present on stage at all times. A great number of the prisoners were also watching the show. Even the prisoners who did not see it have sufficient alibis. How about the guards? Along with the warden, nearly everyone was watching the show. But there must have been a chance for even one of them to approach the well. During the show, none of the guards left their posts. That much is certain. They all testified as such. She's left no room for oversight. Do you finally admit that only Simon Keyes could have been the criminal? Judge Courtney has not thoroughly examined the courtyard like we have. So there's a bit of a gap in her argument, right? I should review the evidence we obtained in the courtyard. Okay. It's gotta be this. I'm just gonna, real quick, save state. Save over the one I had. Oh, shit, okay. Okay. No, that's not right. That's not correct. I'm sorry. That is not correct. Okay. Okay. Let's read through the stuff. I keep clicking off. Okay, so it wasn't the device, and it wasn't the breaker. But it's gotta be something that we found in the courtyard, so it's like, it has to be Simon's device, right? Let's try the device. There it is. There it is. Unfortunately for you, Judge Courtney, your argument doesn't hold any water, just like the well. Okay, so I guess it's because when we were investigating the courtyard, we came to the conclusion that it could have been anybody, not just Simon, but they set it up for Simon because they knew what his device was doing. It doesn't say that in the court record, but I guess you were supposed to pay attention, which, like, yes. But, you know, I kind of see it, I guess. But whatever, no, the point is, there was a device set up around the well here. Oh, hi, Sourcehill! There was a device set up around the well here. What is this device of which you speak? Are you aware of the stunt in which Mr. Keys is blown away by the elephant during the show? I've heard of it. It would have been right before he exits the stage. He tied one end of the length of rope to himself, and the other end to a set of weights. He was able to perform the stunt by dropping these weights down the well. Wouldn't he have spent the whole play suspended up in the air? That's why he had a stopper attached to the weighted end. The stopper was removed by pulling another rope. Around the well, we found the evidence that the weights were switched with the victim's body. This was done by the real killer in order to shift suspicion away from them. Judging from the time of death, the murder was carried out in the early morning of the show. The true criminal had until the time of the show started to set up the device.
Objection!
But didn't Simon Keys make that thing? And since he was also the one who used it, he is the best suspect. Don't you agree?
Objection!
No, I don't. If Mr. Keys were the murderer, he would not have needed to do that. Miss Barry,
Yes?
was there anyone else who knew of the device he set up?
Well, let me see. Since we had to get everything about our show approved by the people here at the prison, I'd say there were others who knew about it.
And there you have it.
Overruled!
I see. You have indeed performed a thorough investigation, which is why I'm even further perplexed. Why do you not use your efforts for justice? My actions are not just. Who made that decision? You cannot understand even that, even now. Providing support to a defense attorney despite being a prosecutor is quite unnatural. This goes against the rules. I am merely choosing to do what I think is right at this particular time. I travel down the road I have chosen. Your comprehension does not matter in the least. However, if anyone intends to interfere, I will show no mercy. Perhaps this is a calling from the goddess of law. If you intend to rebel against her divine will, I will have no choice but to hand down my verdict. Pay heed to my words. I have one more reason to suspect Simon Keys of murder. Oh, we going for it. If the body came from the courtyard, how was Mr. Knightley brought here from the detention center? Only Simon Keys could have provided such an opportunity. Because of this fact, I find it most difficult to suspect any other party of this crime. While Simon Keys was moving the supplies for the show, he visited Mr. Knightley's cell. Does that not strike you as odd? Why else would he have brought a large covered cage with him? Oh, that does seem pretty suspicious. Yes, it was a terrifying build-up. Mr. Keys was merely that kind of person. It is entirely possible that he carelessly brought it there. If that is possible, then it is also possible that he was assisting in the escape. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Are you gonna sit there and tell me that I'm wrong? I suppose I must refute her theory with evidence. Yes, that's the game, Edgeworth. That's the game. Hold it! You seem to believe that Knightley was killed in the courtyard. So, can you say when he was brought here? On the day of the show between midnight and 8 a.m. I'm positive it could only have been during that time. So after rehearsal had ended and before the show began. The most pressing issue is... Hold it! Sorry, I gotta take another drink. Are you certain there were no other routes? A trial date had not yet been determined for Mr. Knightley. Since he was not a prisoner, he could not have easily entered the prison. He would have stood out too much, meaning no one testified seeing him there. Well done! May you be blessed by the goddess of law. As I said, Mr. Knightley was taken into the prison through a less conspicuous manner. Only Simon Keys.
Hold it.
Are you certain that he was the only person who had the opportunity? Have you forgotten? This is a prison. Due to the constant supervision, it would be impossible to do anything unusual.
Hold it.
Then wouldn't it be the same for Mr. Keys? The warden has shown favor to the Berry Big Circus. Simon Keys is a circus member, Miss Berry's apprentice no less. It could only have been him. He was able to move about freely within the facility.
Objection.
No, he wasn't. It seems that you forgot to mention that. The word forget does not exist in my dictionary. Then, it would be prudent for you to add this to your argument. Mr. Keys may have been the only person who could move around freely in the prison. But on the day of the murder, there was a gap in time missing from the surveillance records. During that time, anyone could have done as they pleased. Do I have proof of this gap? Yeah, I sure do. It was shown in the footage.
Take that.
Mr. Keys wasn't the only one who had the opportunity. Who else could have had the opportunity? The timestamp on the security camera is off by 3 hours. This means there was a 3-hour gap in time. During that time, anyone could have done it. If that were the case, then the murderer would have created the gap in time intentionally. It would not have been a simple camera failure. Are you saying that is possible? It's possible if you had access to this.
Take that.
In this courtyard, we found the circuit breaker for the security camera. And it was possible to access the breaker room both before and after the murder. What? Oh my gosh, thank you, Foxiosy21. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna just call you Foxy if that's okay. I'm sorry, this is Courtney. Unfortunately, it appears that you have fallen short of your intentions. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't fallen short of anything. Foxy Aussie, is that was, well, I'll call you Foxy. So, can you explain how the murderer obtained the key to the breaker room? Oh yeah, that's right. It was locked, wasn't it? The warden hangs on to the key, right? The breaker room has great importance even in a prison. There's no one who would be able to obtain the key so easily.
Objection.
Or was it? Well, I can think of someone. What did you say? This person, the murderer, was able to get the key. They didn't even need to steal it. There can't be anyone like that. Besides, the breaker to the electrified fence is in that room too. Only one person could have done this. I didn't want to believe it myself, but I trust my logic is sound, 'cause she is a crazy bitch. The person who used the key to enter the breaker room is the warden herself. Where is she? Patricia Rowland.
Take that.
Patricia, how could you? The murderer is... Here she comes. Warden Rowland. Oh my, what an energetic little puppy. That's because this dog is extremely fond of sweets. It seems to detect a sweet scent from you. Or on you. Oh heavens no, I'm not even wearing perfume or anything of the sort. How could you? We were all rooting for you! Were we though? We weren't rooting for her. I did not like her the minute she, I mean, come on. You see her walk up and like, how could you not think that's a villain? That's definitely a villain. Anyway, what the dog detects is the sweet scent of death. I want to take that line. I have played Dual Destinies. I'm actually in the middle of the DLC case, but I finished the main game. I want to take this line, the what the dog detects is the sweet scent of death, and take this Edgeworth, and I'm gonna put Thanatos' face on. Oh my god, yes. She's serving the Cruella de Vil vibes for sure. I bet her stepmother was murdered by Dalmatians, like, totally. Can I screenshot this? Oh, just kidding, everybody. It's not a stream ending. I'm here. I'm here right now. Look at us. We're here. Everything's here. It's fine. I'm gonna save this in my documents. We're good. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Let's fix that real quick. Come on. No! Oh, I'm scared of Cruella de Vil. Bye, y'all. No, I'm not. I hit the wrong button. I'm so sorry. False alarm. I'm not ending for at least a good little bit. Anywho, back to it. Oh god, I'm gonna go ahead and take another drink of my my little lemonade here, because her voice, like, her voice really. It's so like rough. Anyway, how poetic. However, does that not imply that I committed a murder? That's what I think. What? But like, no. But like, no. I'm sorry, just kidding. Ad-libbing. The warden is the murderer. Mr. Edgeworth, are you serious about your statement? This is the worst case? I mean, I'm liking it. I don't see like a problem with it so far. Knock on wood. I don't know. It is the second best. I have a feeling that like, the best case is later on. This is only the second case too, so. I gotta be honest, I wasn't too fond of the very first case with the president. It's kind of weird, but maybe it's because I played it twice, but I don't know. Anyway. Oh, how amusing. The very thought of a warden committing murder. Quit making out with your weird fox. It sounds like something out of a mystery novel. Precisely, your reasoning is in contempt. Nothing of the sort. I did not want to believe it myself, but based on the evidence, I have no choice but to believe it. This evidence proves that Warden Roland is the murderer. I mean, the breaker room, right? Like,
Take that.
ah, damn it. It's probably not that one. Treating me like a criminal just because of that is so cruel. That doesn't even have anything to do with me. God damn it. Missel's reaction to the warden. Oh! The sweet smell. The sweet smell. Anyway, I suppose your accusation was nothing more than a joke in poor taste after all. No, it was not, Warden Roland. You are the murderer. Then why don't you show us the evidence? It's the sweet smell.
Take that.
The smell gave you away. Because she who smelt it, dealt it. Death, that is. As you can plainly see, someone has taken notice. Missile does not like you. He angry. He angry. This police dog. He tracked a sweet smell that came from the body. And right now, he is telling us that the same scent is also on Warden Roland. Oh, you're a cruel one to accuse me of murder based on something like that. Right, Justine, darling. It appears that Judge Courtney has... That's... You know what? Maybe my brain did that because maybe I'm like... It's like Miles making fun of her. Anyway, it appears that Judge Courtney's... All of the voices just meld in my mind after a certain point. It appears that Judge Courtney has reached the same conclusion as I have. Mr. Edgeworth, this couldn't have just been a coincidence, could it? The key to the breaker room and the same scent on the body. If it were only one, it could have been seen as such. It appears we've reached a conclusion. We should now listen to what Warden has to say. Indeed, until we do, we cannot close this case. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, everyone with such scary faces. So I'm the only one who could have been the murderer. That just cannot be. We gonna take her down, y'all. I heard all about the case from Justine Darling here. Had I committed the murder, it would have taken place inside the holding cell. But I couldn't have moved the body. I never went into the prison. I was caught up in my work up until the show. I was stuck in my office. Check up on it if you like. You'll find there's no record of me entering the prison. I don't know what reasoning you had, but I can say for sure. I cannot be the killer. But Missile barked at you, pal! You gotta be the culprit! Oh heavens, it's not possible. I already told you, I never went to the prison. You think I'm lying? Why don't you check the records? She wants us to check the records. She does seem confident. For now, all we can do is listen to her and try to draw up more information. Well, there's no record of it because she probably went in when the camera was off because she went and shut the camera off. Like, bitch, you think we're dumb. We're not. I do hope you understand, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I get a break from doing her voice.
Hold it.
A short break. From Judge Courtney, are you two close? As close as fish in water. Are you jealous? Oh, do I ship it? Nah, I kind of don't ship it. Warden lady seems like a bitch. Jealous? On the first day of the investigation, she filled us in on the situation. In exchange for our cooperation, she explained the details of the case to us. How could you say that? You're so mean, Justine, darling. The truth is the truth. I believe it should be told as such. For some reason, those two seem kind of scary. Oh, there's some sassiness.
Hold it.
The murder occurred inside the cell. How can you be so certain about that? Well, everywhere else would be under surveillance, right? And the victim's blood was found there, too. That blood was actually from when he was struck by Elbert, but I don't think it's necessary to inform her of this fact. That doesn't mean it's proven, you do know that. But I see no contradictions in assuming the crime scene was at the detention center. That was probably significant.
Hold it.
You never went into the prison. Do you have proof of this? My, can't you wait for me to finish?
Hold it.
Was she actually in her office, though? You were in your office the whole time? Nothing strange happened? Nope, nothing at all. Were you looking for something? I'm not too good at tidying up. I always forget where I put everything. The other day, I even lost track of an important piece of evidence. You're not helping your case, then. How could you have made such a grave error? If someone were to take something from me, I wouldn't even notice the entire year. I guess it will be hard to attack with the key to the breaker room. On the day of the incident, I was working in my office and searching for lost items. In other words, I couldn't have gone to the prison even if I had wanted to. I feel like you did not enter the prison from the entrance, but what if there was another route? Oh my, are you suggesting something like a secret passage? I don't know if anything like that exists. It is my firm belief you did possess an alternate route. That route was neither neither the entrance nor a secret passage. The route you used from here, wasn't it the hallway here? Like, it's gotta be.
Take that.
Oh, to enter the prison. Just kidding. I'm an idiot. That's bad. To get to the prison from the warden's office without using the entrance, the front entrance, or the tunnel. The courtyard, right? Is by going through that place. The courtyard. Nightly was suspended from the well the night before the show. What should we do, sir? This lady's got nerves of steel. But there's no record of her going to the prison, is there? The records won't help us at the present time. First, let's listen carefully and gather information. Wait, okay, hold on. Let's try this again, and let's try the courtyard. It's gotta be the courtyard, right?
Take that.
Yeah. The barbed wire fence. You would have moved Nightly to your office first. This office leads directly to the garden side of the courtyard. If you had moved through here and passed through the barbed wire fence, you would have arrived at the prison without passing through the entrance or a tunnel. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because if she took him into her office, just like... I wonder what Mr. Edgeworth is saying. Haven't you noticed? There's a high voltage current running through the fence. Yeah, obviously she couldn't have passed through it like that. The current to the fence could be switched off at the breaker room. And you were the only one who had the key, Warden Roland. Most amusing. However, the breaker room is located on the prison side of the courtyard. How would the warden have accessed it from the detention center? Ah, quite right. Got you there, Mr. Edgeworth. That's... There's no record of her passing through the prison entrance. It would not have been possible for her to turn off the fence's breaker. Oh no! But Warden Roland was the only one who had access. Don't let this phase you, Miles. But if I don't have a solution for this, she'll get away. Now, Uncle Ray never said don't think, you know. It's just not good to be so stubborn about it, that's all. But no matter how you think about it, Warden Roland couldn't have done this alone. Prosecutor Edgeworth, if you have failed... Oh, shit! Oh, are we just gonna do this back and forth? Now, I am not amused, interrupting my judgment only to be silent. Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. I have to answer. I won't let this end here. She didn't have to go that far, right? My reasoning is not over yet. So how did she use the breaker without leaving the detention center? It's perfectly possible with this method. This method that I totally know. Oh, she had an accomplice. It was indeed impossible for one person. But what if there were two? Exactly. Just what I expected from you, Miles. Yes, you had an accomplice on the prison side. Enough. I'm disappointed in you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. What's that, pal? You making fun of Mr. Edgeworth? The inmates at this prison all wear bracelets. If they try and go where they please, they'll set off the alarm. Ah! So you've noticed. This is a prison after all. Not only the prisoners, but the guards too are under constant scrutiny. So why didn't anyone notice Elbert? He literally made a break for, he literally tried to break out of jail. And he would have gotten away with it if it weren't for Rocky, who is a cute little bear cub. But like, we just gonna forget about that? The only ones allowed to move freely are the animals. And they certainly could not have used the breaker. But it's still possible that a person did it. Excluding the inmates and the guards, just what kind of person would you say it was? We can't exclude the inmates and guards just yet. There was only one person, one whose movement was not restricted. This evidence shows that there was someone in the prison who could move around freely. Frank saw it.
Take that.
His bracelet was broken. That is, it looks like the bracelet worn by the prisoners. This belongs to a certain model inmate, and it's broken. What? Just who on earth does this belong to? Frank saw it, the warden's favorite inmate. Oh, she's sweating now, and her weird dog is licking it. That's gross. Don't you think it's strange? He managed to keep this hidden and words. He managed to keep this hidden while he moved around freely in his daily prison life. Golly, when you think about it, it shouldn't be possible. Oh, she real nervous now. I'd hazard a guess that this was because he was a special case. Just like Sirhan Dogan in the special cell. The prosecutor's statement is mere conjecture. The Jordan Peele. Oh, right, yeah, the one where he's like really pouring sweat. That's what she looks like. Somebody quick, put that meme over her face. You could find out by simply asking Saad himself. It is my firm belief that Mr. Saad and Warden Roland were partners in crime. Due to their collaboration, another route surfaces. The real route by which Knightley's body was moved to the prison. There were two obstacles that needed to be dealt with. The security camera in front of Knightley's cell, and the electric fence in the courtyard. Both these problems could have been solved with a single stroke, by having Saad switch off the breakers in the breaker room. Mr. Edgeworth, could you wait one moment? Do you still intend to deny it, Warden Roland? I give in. I confess. Wait, she's just gonna confess like that? Warden Roland, no! This cannot be! Yes. It's just as he says, Frank Saad and I were partners in crime. No way. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Well done, Miles. At last, we have the real culprit cornered. Like Mr. Edgeworth said, Frankie operated the breaker. But we were not responsible for Knightley's murder. What? Warden Roland, whatever do you mean? Judge Cordy, would the goddess of law hear my confession? The goddess of law is merciful. She will absolve you. I don't think she will, actually. I think you're gonna go to prison. I was being threatened. Sure. That's why I had no choice but to do as I was told. I don't believe her. So who was threatening you? Sirhan Dogan, that assassin. Dogen? It's been going on since that man came to the prison. I will never forget that day. Oh. This is very spooky looking. It's still doubtful, though. I still don't believe her. When we were both alone, he suddenly said to me, I have many dogs outside. Oh, sorry, that's not. Damn it, I've like now gotten to the habit of doing her voice. I have many dogs outside the prison. Dogs? Oh my god, maybe her stepmom really was murdered by Dalmatians. Wait a minute. Loyal dogs who obey my every command. I soon realized that what Dogen referred to were not really dogs, but his human henchmen. And that's not all he said. You'd better watch how you treat me if you don't want you and your family to become dog food. God damn, they really went hard on like the lighting effects and... Okay, Capcom, I see you. I had no choice. I gave him the special cell. I gave him anything he desired. Anything he desired? You don't mean the supplier? That's right. Anything he ordered, I would deliver to him. An underground dealership. I was the one who won over Frankie. It was simple. I just offered him special privileges within the prison. And these underground dealings. Once a week in the middle of the night, Frankie would shut off 2 of the breakers, so I could move from my office to the courtyard without being seen by the security camera. I would go past the fence and drop the goods down the well near the prison. And then I'd sprinkle this perfume over it. So that's the true identity of the sweet scent. The scent of perfume was a signal for Dogen's dog. After picking up the scent, it would carry the goods to Dogen. Okay, so if she's gonna claim that that wasn't her, somebody would have had to steal the perfume from her and use it, because he still had a sweet scent, did he not? Like, I don't totally believe her. I mean, maybe it's kind of believable, but I feel like it's just believable enough to where she thinks she's gonna get away with it. Does that make sense? I don't trust her. Of course, this had to be done while Elbert was away from his cell. I'm surprised you never found out about it, pal. We have a strict timetable here at the prison. Mealtime, exercise time. It's easy to know when he's away from his cell. And since little Rocky is afraid of Dogen's dog, I didn't have to worry about him making noise. So having full knowledge of the prison's inner workings, she made the deliveries herself. This would have ensured that there were no slip-ups. Frankie would turn the breakers back on in the early morning and the delivery was complete. I then modified the timestamp of the security camera.
You've told us a great deal. The goddess of law accepts your penitent confession.
As the warden of the prison, how could I have done such a foolish thing? The day Knightley was killed was also a delivery day. It seems Frankie was working the breakers as usual. But that day I had nothing to send, so I did not go to the courtyard at all. The secret of the supply system. So then Warden Roland was... The police have been searching for Dogen's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but... No matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him. So the reason you kept on interrogating him... Yes, it was to find his henchmen. I borrowed all the evidence from the police and carried out the interrogation myself. I kept an eye on all his actions and examined all of his mail. Mail? Like his correspondence chess letters? but I could never uncover the true identity of his henchman. The sphere is something you could never understand. It's getting real dramatic. Prosecutor Edgeworth, you were listening, right? I'd say this confession clears the warden of all suspicion. Is it really necessary to press her further than this? Is it necessary to press her further? Yes! Absolutely! Judge Courtney, my questioning isn't over yet. I'm sure the goddess of law isn't satisfied yet either. You mean to badger this woman further? Even if she was threatened by Dogen, this does not prove she was not the culprit in this case. She was able to use the supply route to transport Knightley's body. Do you have any evidence to support this? The body gave off a sweet scent, the scent of perfume that was used as to signify a delivery. Can you explain this fact? Exactly, that's what I was saying. Oh, of course. Since I've made so many deliveries, the scent would have lingered around the well. Bullshit! Come on! When the body was moved through the well, the scent would have transferred to— So would literally any of the items that you supposedly delivered. Like, and then at that point, how the hell would the dog know that it's actually a delivery time? She's so full of shit. I don't believe her. I don't. She may have a pet alligator, but she got them crocodile tears. Mr. Elbert also testified to this fact. That's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent. A nice scent? I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet, like candy. Like candy. The lingering scent in the well would, of course, be picked up by anything passing through. I really don't— it's very doubtful, but okay. The defense rests, I see. No! In that case, court is adjourned. No, hold on. Hold on. Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything we can do? What should I do? Is this thing as far as I can go? Is it over already? Yes, Sebastian, it is. And now, court is officially adjourned. No! Don't bang the gavel! Take it out. Hold it! Yes! Hold it. Classic Ace Attorney moment. Who was that? Boom! It's not nice of you to adjourn things just like that, Courtney Pie. Mr. Shields. Are you objecting to the court adjourning? Of course not. I ain't got no objection or anything like that. Go ahead and adjourn court. Do whatever you like. Hey, what are you doing, Mr. Shields? Whoa there, calm down, Kay. Who wants some shot? What? Why do you have that, man? Wow, he's like super creepy. He like always wants a hug, especially from the women. He always hits on young girls and he carries around candy. My guy. More like she's hammered someone down like a— yeah. Is this a joke? You'll have to excuse me. I just have one tiny request to make. As Simon Keyes' attorney. That's right, you're the defense attorney in charge of this case, aren't you? Exactly. Did you all forget? That's so mean. But you just left everything to Mr. Edgeworth and didn't do anything at all, except be really creepy. Yes, that's right. That's why I thought I'd do my job a bit. Do your job? That hardly sounds like you at all. Is to prepare for the trial. I'd like to ask the warden a few questions. Surely you jest. What more would you— God, what is— I'm just like— I'm laughing at my terrible accent that I have given Shields. Anyway. Actually, I'm sure my Courtney accent is also terrible. I'm sure anybody who is like actually European comes across this and is just like, yet another stupid American trying to do a British accent. But anyway. Surely you jest. What more would you expect to hear from her? Well, Miss Warden, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the culprit. My thoughts? Uncle Ray believes that Salmon is not the culprit. It seems that Miss Warden also suspects someone other than Salmon. I'd like to hear you out. Oh shit. Oh shit, here we go. Mr. Edgeworth, what's Mr. Shields up to? He's trying to lure Warden Roland into testifying. Why was the supply route used to transport the body? I'd say it was to pin the crime on Dogen. Boom, that's what I was getting at. I see. If he committed a murder here, he would be transferred to another prison. One with tighter security. And that would get rid of the troublemaker. Exactly, she wouldn't pass up a chance like that. Hey, hold on a second. A culprit besides Simon? What do you mean? Simon was the one I was supposed to prosecute. I like it when he cries, because I can like do that really irritating one. Exactly, so wouldn't it be better if DeBest also listened to— oh my god, what the hell is my voice doing? Wouldn't it be better if DeBest also listened to what she has to say? Amazing, Mr. Shields, you managed to drag Mr. DeBest into this too. Warden Roland, is this acceptable? Oh shit. Oh, you. It's fine. It's fine. You understand a woman's heart. Thank you, mademoiselle. Actually, I've thought this over. I'd like to tell you my thoughts. You let me speak, won't you, Justine, darling? Of course. You may speak. Mr. Shields, awesome! Ooh, that was a close shave. Thank you, Mr. Shields. No, I'm still leaving the rest to you. Remember what I said? A defense attorney never gives up. The fate of our client rests on our shoulders after all. It'd be uncool if Uncle Ray didn't put that into practice. Now then, Miles, it's your turn to show you'll never give up. Right. Well then, will you listen to my story? Here we go again. I believe that the culprit in this case could only have been Dogen. I have no idea what transpired between Dogen and the victim. There it is. I already know what the fucking evidence is. Bullshit. It simply could not have been that Dogen was displeased with him. Or it simply could have been that Dogen was displeased with him. In any case, he was the one who stabbed the victim to death. He probably had a dog dispose of the body. This is the truth of the case. Nah, because you were watching his mail. You had all the evidence of his mail, which means you would have known that he was corresponding with Knightley and playing chess. You would have known this. We know you would have known this. The victim. Mr. Knightley, was it? I can't remember. I'm just kidding. I think it's a truly terrible thing. Taking a man's life, you mean? Shields is like Yoda with a creepy persona. Yeah, you're right. He's like the guide, but it's like, do I really want him teaching me? Oh my god. Oh, sorry, running out of breath. I swear, Warden Roland like really takes it out of me. That's how you'd go about saying it, isn't it? If only I had been more vigilant, his death would not have happened. That's why I want to clear up his regrets. Warden Roland, how considerate. I'm sure Mr. Knightley in heaven is overflowing with gratitude. Is gratitude really what Knightley feels? Yeah, I think he's kind of pissed at you, really. Alright. You seem very confident of that. How can you be so sure? The children of this home are all good little boys and girls. Believe in yourself, believe in your friends, and believe in me and the guards. Oh, hi, Red Camo! There's no way any of these hardworking children could have committed a murder. A murder. Quite an emotional reason. Makes sense. Oh my gosh! Frankum, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. You're so nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody enjoy your emotes. Makes sense coming from someone like her. Oh, is she using her dog to talk? What was that? Only Dogen could be capable of something like that. Okay, I do know. Let's just see what she says. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Seriously. It doesn't matter how long you stay. If you pop in or it doesn't. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I can't wait for Wednesday night too. I'm so excited to play my first, like, real Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and I'm gonna learn all the stuff. I'm gonna learn all the things. She looks like, wait, who looks? Oh yeah, Vivi's the mage, right? When she does that like little emote sprite pose, sprite, portrait, whatever. When she has like the dog in front of her face, she does have like that little dark. Yeah. Knightley was being held in the detention center and Dogen was in the prison. They couldn't make any contact. Don't you think that would have prevented trouble? The prison is quite confined, right? There were many ways for them to meet. Knightley was murdered days before he would have been sentenced to prison. Surely there weren't many ways a meeting could have occurred. Even without a direct meeting, Dogen can still cause trouble. Mark my words. I think it has something to do with the mail, but I want to see all the dialogue options. What could Knightley have done in the detention center to displease him? That was just an example. You don't have to take it so seriously. Didn't I already say that I have no idea what transpired between them? Nevertheless, you certainly are a serious one, Edward, dear. What's this? That piercing gaze. Wait, what? What? Why did the music stop? What? Always standing straight and stiff. Very nice. Looking very clever, my dear. I think I'm about to become your biggest fan. What? Bitch, you better keep your hands off. What is up with Edgeworth attracting all of the older ladies? Wait, is Wendy Oldbag in this game? Oh my god, if Wendy is in this fucking game. If Wendy is in this game. Edgy poo! Edgy poo! Oh my god. Mr. Edgeworth, stay focused. It's just a flesh wound. Right. Is this some form of psychological warfare? Edgeworth can't handle it. In any case, he was the one who stabbed the victim to death. I'd like to hear your thoughts about the circumstances surrounding the murder. Well, I suppose it was a simple job. During his booking, I learned that the victim had some kind of injury to his neck. He couldn't turn his neck to the right. I remember him saying something like that. Booking. That's the process one undergoes before being locked up in the detention center. Sounds like you don't really know a lot about Knightley. I only know a little. In any case, he would have been an easy target for Dogen. Perhaps he used the chisel hidden in the chessboard. The victim wouldn't even have a chance to scream. I see. Your opinion will be a very valuable reference. Could you add those last statements to your testimony? Oh, you're making me blush. You're so C-U-T-E. I'm just kidding. I'll continue. Wait, was there a way that she could have known?
Objection!
There's no way she could have known that, though. How did she know that he got about security? Warden Roland, you certainly are sharp-witted. Hey, enough with the titles. Call me Patty. P-A-T-T-Y. Poor Edgeworth, she really laying it on thick. However, there is something you were a little too knowledgeable about. Oh, embarrassed. You're such an inexperienced child, Edgeworth. Oh my gosh, she can't ooh, okay. He is perturbed. Fight on, Mr. Edgeworth. You said you didn't really know much about Knightley. If that's the case, how did you know about the chisel inside the chessboard? Of course. The entrance check. Enough with the poor excuses. The entrance check? The chessboard wasn't something Knightley brought with him. It was brought to him later by Mr. Keyes. He didn't even have it when he arrived here. That's my mistake. I meant the parcel check. Even if we assume that, there are still many suspicious points. Why wasn't such a chisel immediately confiscated? Oh. Judge Courtney, did you tell anyone about the trick to this chessboard? I did not. Oh, we got her now. If no information about our investigation was leaked, then how did you find out? You could not have examined this during the entrance check or parcel check. Certainly, someone in the warden's position would never have let a chisel slip by. Exactly. So answer this, Warden Roland. When and how did you learn about the chessboard's secret? In that case, I shall answer for you. It is because... I give up, Edgeworth, dear. It is as you say. I interrogated Knightley. That's how I learned about the chessboard. But please believe me, I didn't kill anyone. Enough. It would appear that we have uncovered some vital information. I'll ask you to testify once more, if that's all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. No objections here. Thank you, Edgeworth, dear. I'll do my best. By making out with my scarf. Well then, Warden Roland, I trust there will be no lies from here on out. Her pool of lies is slowly running dry. Soon I will bring out her true nature. Alright, I feel like this is the final showdown. Oh yeah. I wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation. I always make sure to talk to all the new arrivals. Mr. Knightley, yes, we had a little chat. After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you. She's piling lies on top of lies, not realizing that it only tightens the noose around her neck. You speak with new prisoners, you say? That's right! I'm glad you understand.
Objection!
Yeah, objection indeed. Your testimony is not solid evidence. It requires more than just understanding. I just like squeeze lemonade air into my face. I'm sorry. I'm an embarrassment. I apologize. Well then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination. Here we go. Hold it! You're certain you interrogated him the day before the show? I know, I'm an embarrassment, okay? Yes, around 3 a.m. on the 27th. 3 at night. That matches the time of death on Knightley's autopsy report. You summoned him that late at night, and he wasn't asleep? Well, a guard was attacked in Knightley's cell, remember? After that incident, we checked his cell and inquired about the circumstances. I'm sure all that excitement made him hard to sleep. Knightley was wide awake, you know. So even though it was highly irregular, you still carried out this late-night interrogation. Edgeworth, dear, you're so mean. It may have been irregular, but the truth is I had him moved. You can call it what you like, it still doesn't change the facts. Please excuse him, I'll give my incompetent apprentice a good scolding later. But for now, mademoiselle, what did you mean when you said you had him moved? I thought it was obvious, monsieur. I spoke to him in my office. Her office? The route she used to move Knightley's body. Please add that statement to your testimony. Oh, of course. Around 3 a.m. the day before.
Hold it.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. See, it took me a little bit to get it, but it's still like Old South and like not really Cajun, but like it's kind of there. It's kind of there. And where is your office located exactly? You know that sign in the detention center hallway? You mean the one that says no entry? Yes, it's just a short walk up that aisle, about 5 minutes from the cell block. I've heard that room exits into the courtyard. Of course, that side of the courtyard is my private garden. Oh, I get it. You're going to say I used that route to move the body. Indeed, you must have been able to use it if you used that route. For now, that is merely a possibility. There's no decisive evidence to support it. But there is no other way the body could have been moved. Surely you haven't forgotten my theory that Simon Keyes dropped the body in the well. That's right. That's right. What she said. Ugh. Pursuing this point further would be hazardous. What did you talk about? Hey, he's like a little like snot nose. Like I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. He's a brat. I gotta do a brat voice. What indeed? It was just trifling conversation. What kind of animals he liked, what his hobbies were, that sort of thing. Hobbies? I assume he mentioned chess. Oh yes, that's all Knightley would ever talk about. Now that I think about it, the note he had in his room, it probably had something to do with chess too. So Warden Roland saw Knightley's note. And what was Knightley like during the interrogation? He was very honest. Mr. Knightley was honest, pal? He also talked about a croissant and some kind of promo. En passant and chess piece promotions, I presume. Looks like he was his usual chess-loving self. I don't think he went back to his cell. If he really returned to his cell, there is no way he could be a corpse now. I know you're suggesting that I killed him during the interrogation, but I couldn't possibly have had a motive to kill Knightley, could I? Dogan was the only one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim. There it is. She only hated Dogan. Please add that statement to your here we go. Here we go. We got her. Dogan was the one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim. Yes, he did. We got it right here. Boom. We got her. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to have a look at this. It looks like a record of a chess game. Is there something wrong with it? This was discovered in the victim's cell. It was Knightley's memo. Warden Roland, you also discovered this note in the very same place. And not just in Knightley's cell, but in Dogan's too, correct? What are you? Don't say that you don't know about the chessboard in the special cell. Ugh, I don't like that sprite. After all, you would have kept an eye on Dogan's actions down to the smallest details. No, to be more precise, it wasn't Dogan that you needed to keep an eye on. The warden was searching for Mr. Dogan's henchman. From the start, I found it strange that the warden interrogated the prisoners personally. Since he used his henchmen to threaten harm to her family, Warden Roland interrogated Dogan to expose them. So, What are you saying? As you inspected Dogen's mail, you must have known that he played correspondence chess. Ah! And then Knightley appeared with a chess memo in hand. We deduced that he and Dogen were connected. You must have arrived at the same conclusion as well. However, you went one step too far in your reasoning. You thought Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen who had come to kill you. So that's why you interrogated Knightley boy. If the boss won't crack, go after his henchmen. In addition, you discovered something when you were interrogating him. Inside his chessboard, you found a portable chisel. The murder weapon. Oh, that kind of went into Roland there, but whatever, it works. To Warden Roland, the chisel was a symbol of Dogen, and that was the final straw. You believed Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen, and you killed him. Got her. It seems there will be no rebuttal. Judge Courtney, your verdict. Though it is incredibly unfortunate, there seems to be no room for doubt. I shall announce my verdict. For the murder of Horace Knightley. Oh God, what now? Twice my sacred verdict has been interrupted. Who was that? Oh no. I don't like this. This is not looking good. Warden Roland? Oh, how strange. You guys really don't understand anything. It would seem the one who doesn't understand is you. What the fuck with the dog? Is like, it's got like its little arm shake, whatever. Me? Oh, I understand one thing very well. There's a huge contradiction in your logic, Mr. Edgeworth! Once she's cornered, she starts spouting nonsense. Pay it no heed, her dog, though. Pay it no heed, Judge Courtney, your verdict. Are you serious, bitch? Come on! I'm interested in hearing what the warden has to say. No, you just hate me, okay? If this was Phoenix, you know damn well that judge would be ready to pass down the verdict. You know. Anyway. What? I thought so. I just have one thing I have to say. One? Yes, Sebastian, one. It comes after 0 and before 2. And it's how many brain cells you have. Please take a good look at the autopsy report. The autopsy report? The one I brought with me? I heard exactly what you said earlier, Justine, darling. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches? No way. Could that tiny chisel really have made a wound 4 inches deep? Impossible! How could I have made such an error? Oh, forgive me, goddess of law. Well, I believe that overturns your hypothesis. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? What do we do? It'll be all right, pal. Mr. Edgeworth always. Ah, damn. Whoa, hey now, he's gone all white. Hey, you're a defense attorney, aren't you? Isn't there something you can do, pal? Do that turnabout thing. Make some earth-shattering objection. Damn, Gummy, break the fourth wall, why don't ya? Uncle Ray's a hard worker, but call a priest to perform an exorcist on your psycho self. Yeah, exactly. Goddess of law can't save you now. Without decisive evidence, we're just whipping a dead horse here. Does that mean it's hopeless? Oh boy. I feel like I need to save real quick. The true killer is Warden Roland. If it's not her, then nothing that's happened fits. But the chisel isn't the murder weapon. Hold on. Just want to check my organizer. Sharp objects. The thing that the alligator ate! It's in the alligator's stomach! It's in the alligator's stomach! Oh, that poor thing, it probably, when it ate it, it probably cut up its... Oh, no. Man, put that bitch away for both fucking murder and animal cruelty. There are still many mysteries remaining in this case. However, we do not have the evidence to solve them at this present time. I think we do. We have no choice but to continue this battle in the courtroom.
Objection.
Oh, I keep forgetting that that's his voice. Objection. Very deep, very gruff. That would just give the killer a chance to destroy evidence. Oh, come on. Are you mocking the court? No, I didn't mean anything like that. You look perplexed, Miles. Thought of anything yet? The chisel's not the murder weapon. In that case, what is? It's no use. We're back to where we started. No objections, Prosecutor Edgeworth? By the way, any baseless statements will be punished accordingly. It's the alligator. It's gotta be the alligator. It's no good. I can't think of anything. I need more time. I regret to say I have no... Oh. No! Mr. Edgeworth, remember what Mr. Shield said. If we give up, Simon will... Have you forgotten that sad look on his face? He was the one who suffered the most from Knightley's death. If we can't save him, who will? Besides, Simon believes in us, so we can't give up. Okay. Miles, looks like you found a good partner. It's like Lil K says, whenever you're backed into a corner, think of your client. Keep fighting until the very end. Isn't that the feeling you're getting? Gregory, your old man. No matter what trouble he faced, he would always turn things around and save his client. You've got his blood in you, right? In that case, you're the only one who can turn this around. Wow, that was really moving. I ruined it with my shitty accent, but that was moving, right? That was still kind of moving, right? Judge Courtney. The look in your eyes has suddenly changed. If you do intend to speak, you'd better be prepared to face the consequences. Your logic thus far has been misplaced numerous times. Yes, I know. I see the penalty bar, Courtney. You don't have to bring it up. If this were to happen again, I will consider you unfit to call yourself a prosecutor. And you will hand over your badge. That's right. My reasoning about this case has indeed been misplaced numerous times. Have I made a grave miscalculation? Wait. My logic is... misplaced? Still silent. I cannot condone this waste of time. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth! I will announce my verdict. That's it! I have to turn my logic around! You're learning, Edgeworth. My logic isn't misplaced. It's been misled. This court finds the defendant, Simon Keyes. Objection indeed. Oh my god, yeah, that's right. She's getting erupted. Oh no, this is the third time. Isn't it a little early to hand down a verdict? Here she goes. I actually think it's rather late. Don't you agree, Justine, darling? Wow, she's like so angry she doesn't even say anything. Enlighten us. What? Try to remember. The eyewitness account about his dog and his absence from the animal show. When I first heard that information, my suspicion immediately fell on Dogan. I'm amazed you take such pride in retelling your previous failings. This game is very good. I love Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney is just an amazing series.
Hold it.
But was that not the killer's aim? What if we assumed... She did go into hiding. What if we assumed that that was their intention from the start? Of course, the chisel served the same purpose. Knightley's body was stabbed in the same spot with multiple sharp objects. This shows that he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon was removed. By soaking the chisel in Knightley's blood, the killer wanted to mislead us into thinking the chisel was the murder weapon. Why? That's because... Why did the killer want us to think the chisel was the murder weapon? To get Dogen expelled. Warden Roland, you made use of this chisel's image. Chisel's image? What are you trying to say? Mr. DeBest, you're an idiot, and if you can see this, then clearly it's obvious. I'm just kidding. When you see this chisel, what does it suggest to you? Something like Dogen is the killer, right? Now do you understand? That was the warden's aim. Ah, she wanted us to suspect the person with the chisels. Indeed, that was her plan from the very beginning. To make Sirhan Dogen out to be the killer. I understand your logic. It is true the warden did not think kindly of Dogen. And she would be kind of fair in thinking that he's literally an assassin. But you understand, don't you? This alone does not prove she is the killer. As I thought, it's not enough. The remaining chance is for me to find the real murder weapon. If you have no more evidence, I believe this conversation is over.
Objection.
It's not over yet! I could prove it if I found the real murder weapon. It doesn't matter what you say. We did a clean sweep of this place. It is as Sebastian says. In the end, we could not find any weapons. In other words, such proof is impossible.
Objection.
No, it isn't. It's in the alligator! I know it's in the alligator! I know it's in the alligator! And that's like the thing in the Ace Attorney games. They're just like, they just carrot and stick you. They just, come on, get it. And it's like, I know it's right there! Anyway, no, the murder weapon must still be somewhere in this prison. As long as this exists. The security gate? You remember its name after all. Are you mocking me? It's because of those things that you can't take metal objects in or out of this place. Ah. He's so dumb. So dumb. Right. As long as those security gates exist, the murder weapon should still be here. That also means no weapon could have been brought into the prison. In the end, we're back to the same mystery after all. Judge Courtney? Prosecutor Edwards, surely you've realized if the real murder weapon is still in the prison, one must also consider how it got there in the first place. The chisel was concealed within the chessboard, but the chisel is not the real murder weapon, which means the real murder weapon must have been smuggled in somehow. The way it was smuggled in, can you prove that? How Warden Roland brought the weapon into the prison. You had evidence transferred from the precinct? Yes, we borrowed all of the evidence concerning Dogen. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but... That's it! She could have used that! That's really vague. Nope. Nope. Shit. Autopsy report. Chisel. No. Wait, confiscated. What? The knife only attached to the knife. Because only two exist, the knife has been confiscated. Okay, I'm gonna just real quick, save state.
Take that!
Holy shit, that was right? Oh my god! I was like really worried that I was throwing shit at the wall to see what stuck. Okay, anyway. Yesterday Dogen said this. Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, my bells. There are only 2 in the world. Only 2? They're custom made, attached to my knife and Anubis's collar. Even though I can only rely on my ears, I can easily identify them. Alas, one has been confiscated and is not in my possession. It's possible the murder weapon was brought in as confiscated evidence. What? Dogen's knife was confiscated and stored on the premises. Furthermore, a bell was attached to the knife. It can't be! The bell on that chisel! Exactly. The killer took it from the knife and reattached it to the chisel. But the only fingerprints on the chisel are Knightley's. The killer probably wore gloves when they made the switch. She made the chisel out to be the murder weapon by attaching Dogen's bell, and in doing so made Dogen appear to be the culprit. Furthermore, the handling of the set of evidence that this bell originally belonged to was only possible for someone with the proper authority. Who, sir? Who had that authority? Why don't we ask the warden what she thinks? You can't find bells anywhere, anyone. You can find bells anywhere. Anyone could have attached it, right? I see, so you don't know. These bells are Dogen's trademark. There are only 2 in the world. What? What? And so attaching the bell would naturally make you the killer. Do you have evidence that I have the knife? You don't, do you?
Hold it!
Of course, I understand. In that case, Mr. DeBest, I'd like to request an investigation immediately. But if you find it, it'd be problematic for me. That doesn't matter now. It is necessary that we reveal the truth. You are a prosecutor, are you not? Well, even if you say that. Curse this useless prosecutor. If only I still had investigative rights. Besides, you can't investigate without the warden's permission, right? There's no way she would approve. We have no choice but to investigate ourselves. If you don't have evidence, there's no use in continuing this conversation. The goddess of law does not smile upon those with no evidence. This will have to be continued in the courtroom. No! Not good. If we give the warden more time here, she'll definitely destroy the evidence. It seems like I have no choice but to raise an objection and stall for time. But I don't have anything definite. Is that really acceptable? Does it really like me to do something like this? Something this reckless. No, not good. Now is not the time for hesitation. Right now, I'm not a prosecutor, but an attorney's assistant. I need to protect my client. Oh, look at him. I'm the only one who can save him now. In that case, even if it's a 1 in a million chance, I have to take it. It's sink or swim. Should I raise an yes, raise an objection. Are you serious? After all of that, you're gonna give me the option? It almost feels like I've turned into a certain bluffing defense attorney. Man, I miss Phoenix. Anyway. But right now, I can't come to a standstill here.
Objection!
Hold it! Prosecutor Edgeworth, what now? I just realized something. What would that be, pray tell? Naturally, the whereabouts of the real murder weapon. Dogen's knife. Mr. Edgeworth, is that really true? Yes, though it is a lie. I find that hard to believe. This isn't a bluff, is it? You underestimate me. The word bluff does not exist in my dictionary. This is bad for my heart. There's no way you could know, because such a thing doesn't even exist. Well then, could you enlighten us? Where is the real murder weapon? Think! Somewhere the police didn't look. A blind spot in this animal-filled prison. A hiding place the warden would have complete confidence in. Hiding place. Come to think of it. It was inevitable, Anubis. Show them your mouth. The same method? No, it couldn't be, could it? But there aren't that many ways to hide things from an investigator's eyes. It's the alligator. Prosecutor Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting? Yeah, actually, I'm kind of asking the same thing. It's possible, but I'm taking a big gamble here. The place is, it's right here in the pond.
Take that!
Here? In the courtyard? Indeed. That's not enough information. Please, show us in more detail. Gonna move on over here. There it is. Boom. That's it. Back then. Huh? What's the matter, detective? It looks like the metal detector is reacting to this alligator. Really? Why? Of course, that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this. The chisel? Wasn't that just the fake murder weapon? Dogan hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth, and the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way. Oh, she real nervous now. The real murder weapon is in the pond, inside the alligator! Only an Ace Attorney, I swear to God. What? What? We can confirm that the metal detector reacted to the alligator. Judge Courtney, please have the insides of the alligator examined. I give my consent. We'll have to call a veterinarian.
I can make that little girl open her mouth. Can I help?
Yes, go ahead. Warden Roland, discovering the real murder weapon will settle this matter once and for all. Why don't you do the honorable thing and confess now? What would I have to confess? In that case, you can just wait for your fate to be sealed. Ah, we found it, sir! Just where you said it would be. It's over. Patricia Rowland, the real murder weapon is none other than Dogan's knife. And the one who murdered Horace Knightley can only be you! Breakdown, breakdown, breakdown! Dogan was the evil one. I didn't do anything wrong. It was completely reasonable. That guy was one of Dogan's henchmen. Him. If only he had never come to my home. I could at least still be happy. My special paradise. He ruined it. All of it. Him and that no-good assassin. Him. Oh, Jesus. Oh, her dog ran off. Oh my God! What? Her entire coat was dogs? What? Only Ace Attorney. Only Ace Attorney, y'all. Only Ace Attorney. Mr. The Best of the Best, we have the results. The best of the best? Looks like even the forensic officers have it tough. That was quite the explosion indeed. We found traces of Knightley's blood on Dogan's knife. It was just like you said. You're the best, Mr. DeBest. All right, good job. But don't stop there. Keep the praise coming. Yes, sir. You're so incredible, it brings tears to my eyes. From sorrow? Well done, Sebastian. Next comes the follow-up investigation. Huh? What are you talking about, Justine? Hasn't the case been solved already? We have not yet confirmed if Knightley truly was one of Dogan's henchmen. There's also a chance that Warden Roland jumped to conclusions. Oh! That is the remaining uncertainty in this case. Anyway, let's keep investigating. Hey, you there! Come with me! Since I'm the best, the truth will appear before me first. When that moment arrives, make sure you don't miss it. Yes, sir! I'm looking forward to witnessing your first-rate ability. Let's go! What a weirdo. What a fucking weirdo. We live in troubling times, wouldn't you agree? The would-be assassin of the president was found murdered in this prison. Knightley had not planned to assassinate the president. The truth is not as vital as you seem to believe it to be. Not to the world, and not to the law. Oh, that's not a good mindset at all. That can't be right. Believe what you will, however. As long as Prosecutor Edgeworth remains a prosecutor, it is an inescapable reality. A prosecutor is not someone who demands a guilty verdict. That is what I believe. Those are merely your values. The law is not the plaything of any one person. If you will not submit to that, you will do well to prepare for the consequences. What's that supposed to mean, pal? Don't tell me you're gonna... Now then, this is where I must take my leave, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I hate her, but I love her, but I hate her, but I love her. Judge Courtney is right. The law should not serve any one person's desires. However, if the truth is bent as a result of that, can that really be called justice? Oh god, I can't even remember what fucking voice I gave.
Simon!
Boss! I think I gave him like a really squeaky voice.
What happened? They said you could come out already? Well, honestly, I don't know for sure. All of a sudden, they were like, you're free to go, and you should thank Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, that's because he found out who the real murderer was. Really? He did? Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah! Oh, no, wait. Even if you glare at me like that, it's useless. I'm innocent after all. You can't make me guilty. Simon, you should thank him, you know. You're right. Thank you very much. I want to thank you too.
Good grief.
Mr. Defense Attorney, can I just ask you one more question?
Yes, you may, but I'm not a defense attorney.
I thought that Knightley and I were friends. No, I mean best friends. I always thought we were.
You don't think so anymore?
Well, I'm just wondering. There were some things I had no idea about. Like how he could hate someone enough to kill them. That's why maybe he never trusted me either.
Simon, that's not true.
You're lying, because if I had known, I could have stopped him. I would have told him he had no need to be angry with anyone.
Mr. Keyes, I don't think he disliked you either. The chessboard, right? The chessboard is what... the chessboard, right? It's the chessboard. I'm gonna say it's the chessboard.
Take that!
That's what I gave.
Knightley hid a chisel inside it, most likely to aid in his escape.
Escape? He used me?
He trusted you, I guess, right? He trusted in you. He knew you'd bring it to him without looking into it and without question. And in doing just that, you were caught up in everything. Aw.
Ah, Knightley, you idiot!
Looks like he gets it.
Simon is not as dumb as he looks after all.
Ouch.
I'm sure he'll be back to normal by tomorrow.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Oh, I'll be strong. I'll become a splendid wild animal tamer for Knightley's sake.
Excellent. That's the spirit. I'm just gonna ratatouille this whole thing. It's fine.
Ah, I almost forgot. If you'd like, please come to our next show.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The magician. What was his name? Oh my god. Max. Like what was it? Maximilian. What was his fucking name? I loved him.
I'll also be performing in it.
Oh, sorry. That's Regina.
The Very Big Circus is always fabulous and fun for all ages.
Wow, that sounds like fun. Let's go, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I'll think about it.
Well, we need to get back to practicing right away. You'll be with Regent today. What? The tiger? No, wait. It'll be fine. He's a good boy. No way. There's no way I'll be fine. Please cut me a break, boss.
Happy ending. And there they go. That was Ray, and I totally messed that up. But bam, bravo. You really put on a good show today, Miles. It's all thanks to you, Mr. Shields. Without your help, she might have gotten away. Not to mention allowing us to continue the investigation. Oh man, cut it out already. You're gonna make me blush. I never know when you're being serious. Uncle Ray is always serious. So how was it, Miles? How did it feel to be a defense attorney? To save people? A defense attorney? But that really took me back. It was just like being next to your old man again. It's been a while since I felt this good. It was, well, it's somewhat difficult to say if it was a good thing. Come on, Miles, are you sure you don't want to be a defense attorney? What? You know, pick up where your father left off. Don't you want to save people like he did? What are you talking about, pal? Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecutor. But is it really that unusual for a prosecutor to become a defense attorney these days? Unusual isn't the problem here. Hey, don't be so upset. It's normal, you know, normal. It's not. Normal, pal. You all make for a powerful defense team. Mr. Shields, I'm a prosecutor. And Uncle Ray is a defense attorney. That's why I'm being serious about this. Uh-oh. Well, that's just my opinion. Feel free to drop by anytime if you have a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you. Bye, Mr. Shields. Well, we did it. We solved the case. Follow in my father's footsteps? Oh, emotional. Me? Become a defense attorney? I'm gonna become a defense attorney just like my dad! There he is. Should I become a defense attorney? Like my father? Gregory Edgeworth. The end. We solved the case, y'all, and that's probably where I'm gonna end the inherited turnabout. Oh. I'm gonna save, but I'm also gonna save another save state. And before I'm just gonna exit. But anyway, Thank you for tuning in to another stream. Thank you, Ren Camo. I don't know if they're still hanging out, but thank you, Ren Camo, for gifting the subs. That was super awesome. Thank you to Foxy Aussie for the follow. Appreciate that as well. I will be streaming again on Wednesday. I'm gonna be working on some art. Per the usual, 7 p.m. If you haven't followed me on Twitter and Instagram already, go ahead and do that. I know I didn't post my schedule in the little art form. I just, but I'm gonna keep doing that because apparently y'all like that. I had my Twitter poll up, so yeah. Thanks again. I hope you guys had fun. I had a great time, and I'm glad that we solved that case. I didn't trust her. I knew she was sus. She was sus as hell. And her weird dog coat and her weird dog scarf that she liked to kiss. Clearly that one was her favorite because she only hugged the other ones. Anyway, only an Ace Attorney. I'll see y'all next time. I think we should raid somebody. Let's see who we can raid. Let's raid my good friend Bad Games Jules. How about that? They look like they're playing Story of Seasons. A nice comfy little game. So we'll give them some nice raid, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.